Hey everyone, so I haven't done a Dear Meg video in a while and I kind of just got like a little bit stressed out about it. I got in my own head about I gotta answer this one and this one and this one and this one, and I totally overwhelmed myself, and I took a step back and said, oh my gosh, I'm totally overwhelming myself, so I'm gonna take a minute, and I did, and now I'm back, and we're gonna do them some more, because they're fun, and I really like doing them, and yeah, hopefully you guys like watching them too. So I asked you guys to submit dating-themed questions on Twitter, and you did, because you guys are awesome, and so I'm gonna try and run through 5 questions, and make this kind of a quicker video, and yes, it's going to be fun. Okay. At Pyrowific me says, tips for antisocial overweight guys talking to / asking out girls. I get asked this one a lot. Like, I'm not very smooth. How do I ask out a guy or girl I like? I too am not smooth. I'm not even close to smooth. I actually, when I like someone, turn into a bumbling idiot. 100%. Like, not even the cute kind of bumbling idiot, like the, are you okay? Like, it's a little bit pathetic bumbling idiot. So, I totally feel you on this one. I personally, this is just me, I really like somebody who has like a self-deprecating sense of humor. It totally reads to me. I get it. That's kind of my brand of humor also, so I think it's really funny, and to me it plays as very sincere, and I really like it. So if a guy came up to me and gave me like a cheesy line and then made a joke about how cheesy his line was, that to me I'm already like, oh, that's cute. Or like if he trips on his way to ask me something and he's like, clearly I'm just learning to walk, but I think you're really cute and we should go out sometime. I think that's great. I think getting to the point is really great too. I understand that it's really, really hard to do, and it's really, really scary, and I totally get all sweaty and gross when I want to ask somebody out because I get so nervous, but if they say no, you've at least gotten straight to the point. You can't, you're not like thinking about like, what did they get that I was asking them out, and it's a date and not a hangout thing. Like, if you just get straight to the point and they say no, the Band-Aid is off. Like, it sucks, but the Band-Aid is off, and now you can go and frolic in the streets and find someone else to ask out in a really awkward way. I just think that that's, for me, the best. Also, I don't like games, which everybody says. Nobody's like, I love games. But one of the things I see people do a lot recently, I've noticed it a lot, is having these weird math formulas for texting people back, and I hate it. And this is kind of a tangent, but I've just kind of been thinking about it lately. I noticed some people will be like, okay, oh my god, he took 16 minutes to text me. Well, I'm gonna double that, and I'm gonna text him back in 32 minutes. That's ridiculous. You're not 12. And also, if you're 12, don't do that. It's so stupid. I hate it, and I see it so much where people either like double the amount of time somebody took to text them, or they take like 1 minute over, or whatever. It doesn't make you more desirable to take longer to text back. I'm somebody who has my cell phone on me fairly often, so I usually text right back. If I don't have it, then I don't text. I mean, it's that simple. Like, if you are there when a text message comes in, text you right back. That's it doesn't make you less desirable, and if someone thinks you're less desirable because you text them right back, fuck that person. Like, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. On the flip side of that, because there is a line to be crossed, if you text somebody, like, a good rule of thumb to me is like 2 times, and they don't text you back, give it a minute. Like, give a little chill moment, because there is such a thing as overwhelming a person, and if you text them like 6 times, then they might be like, oh my god, this person's really high maintenance. So, I always think it's a good idea to have like a 2 text kind of simmer time rule. But if you really want to text somebody and that's who you are and you want to text them 6 times, do it. Be who you are. If you want to text somebody, text somebody. If you're going to be somebody who has math formulas, no, I don't like that, and I don't think you should do that. And I think you should just be who you are. And if somebody doesn't like that, or they think that you're, not as mysterious because you text them right back, that person's a douche. In my opinion. That's just me. Okay. Me. I have Selena stuck in my head. Okay. At Echo X860 says, what do you expect a guy to do on the first date? I'm from the South, and I still totally believe in opening doors and pulling out chairs. I just think it's nice. I don't think that there are girls out there that are like, oh, that's so degrading, or like, I'm a woman, I can pull out my own chair. I don't think it's that complicated. I just think it's nice. I totally expect a guy to open doors and to pull out my chair. I mean, obviously, if he doesn't, I'm not going to stand there and say something like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't pull out my chair. But I just think it's nice. It's something that makes me smile. I also, and this is going to be controversial, let's argue about it in the comments. I totally expect a guy to pay on the first date. I get that I make my own money and I am my own woman and I will pay. I totally will pay for the second date. I think the first date is, I think it's just, I don't know. I grew up in the South. I get it's totally old school and probably outdated, but I do expect a guy to pay on the first date. Having said that, I will offer to pay on the first date, but I'm secretly hoping that you say you will get it because I don't know, I just think it's nice. I think it's nice. But I've dated people who have like really stringent rules about like it has to be every other, or if you invited then you have to pay for it, and if it was your idea then you have to do it. And I get those. I don't know. I don't feel like rules are that important. I just, you know, like I think it's nice if you pay on the first date and I'll totally get the next one. And someone should not pay all the time. Boys should not pay all the time. That's silly. But I'm old school and I think boys should pay on the first date. Let's argue about it below. All right, I don't know why I'm like so singy. I wish I was a better singer for you guys. Wah. Okay. At Gafferton says, would you wear matching Yoda beanies on a date? Heck yeah, I would. I love things that are like ridiculous and silly and kind of break the tension a little bit. Again, I have like a really self-deprecating sense of humor, so if you make fun of me or if I make fun of you and it's like in a fun way, I'm totally into that. So if we want to wear Yoda beanies to a nice Italian dinner, great! Let's wear Yoda beanies and people will think we're silly and we'll think we're great. All right, next one. At the J Money, judging you right now, says, what are your thoughts on interracial dating? Great, you love who you love. I think people are people, and I have a real weakness for Asian men. And actually, my two older brothers are both married, and neither of them married white girls. I just think that, like, you love who you love, and if they're the same race as you or they're a different race, then whatever. Like, at least they're a person who puts up with your shit, and you put up with theirs, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's how it should be. All the time. At Miss Sish Forever says, do you think that fate is real? I do. I think this is question 4 or 5. I clearly forgot to keep track. All right, I'm going to answer one more after this, and we're going to pretend it's 5. And after I upload it, I'll realize it's 7. I do think fate is real. I absolutely do. I realize a lot of people who are also atheists definitely don't believe in fate or soulmates or karma or anything like that that's kind of like cosmic. But I do. I don't know why. I just have always grown up with, that's always been separate from me from religion. I think karma is real. I think people get what's coming to them. I think that there is one person out there for you. And I do subscribe to the belief that there are people for you who are right now, and they might not be right 5 years down the line, but I do think there is one ultimate fighting champion. There's a Ronda Rousey out there for you who will just snap all of the competition's arms and, yeah, and they'll win your heart with violence. Made sense, sorta. Anyway, yes, I believe fate is real, and I don't know, I think it's really beautiful. It's just a cool, idea to believe in, for me. I love Sailor Moon, and Sailor Moon's all about fate and great stuff like that, and so I like it. I think it's great. Okay, last one. There were 2 really good ones right next to each other. At Sir Parker Hunt said, at what point in a relationship is it okay to fart? That's a great question. I hate anything awkward, so if I'm in a relationship with someone and we didn't establish that right off the bat, it's gonna be a while. But having worked at the SourceFed offices where everyone farts in front of everyone all the time, I feel like I'm more comfortable with it now, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people think it's gross, but I think it's hilarious. I'm that person that, like, every time I've been dating someone for a long time and they finally fart in front of me, I crack up. I think it's hilarious. I know a lot of people don't agree. And I've totally dated guys, by the way, who are like, oh, I can totally fart in front of you, but if you fart in front of me, that shit's gross. Not cool, fellas. Don't be that guy. I think it has time and place, and it's hilarious. The other one that was right next to it said, at Concoy96 says, is it too forward to ask for anal on the first date? Yes, but some guys do it. I mean, maybe it'll work for you. I don't know. If you feel like that's a question you want to ask, go for it. Why not? I think it's too forward to ask for sex on the first date, so that's where my bar is. I'm definitely somebody who, I think a kiss on the first date is a good idea, and a lot of girls don't think that, but I don't think you should ask for any type of sex on the first date. Just my 2 cents. Unless it's like a funny thing, like you're doing it as a joke. Jokes are good. Being too forward is not. And then I said that was going to be my last one, but this is also a really good one, and this is totally going to be my last one. At Totally Not Naked says, how do you fix a bad kisser? I think that having communication can fix anything that's bad. If somebody chews with their mouth open your mouth and tell them to shut their damn mouth because it drives you crazy. Anything. If you feel like they're not a good kisser, again, there are ways to be gentle and sweet about it and say like, hey, why don't we try this? Or why don't you try this? Or I like it when you do X or Y or Z. And that is how you fix a bad anything, I think. And it's not even if someone's bad. Maybe it's just not kind of how you prefer things to be done. So how are they supposed to know if you don't say something? So that's it, guys. Those are my dating answers right now, and maybe we'll do this again. If you guys want to do part 2, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, all that good stuff. MegTurney.com, which I don't really even use. Twitter, Meg Turney. And on Facebook, Meg Turney Cosplay. And I will see you guys at VidCon with my sweet new hairdo. Okay, see ya!